everyone, welcome to our podcast. How's is everything with you? I hope all of you are always in a good condition. I am with Sama. Today, of course, I am not alone. There are my friends here. Please introduce yourself, guys. Everyone will know you all.
Hi there, my name is Intan Aulia Rahma. I live in Adiwurna.
Hi there, my name is Fania Apriliana. I live in Taru.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Me too. I'm in a very healthy condition. How about you, Rivka?
I am good too. Okay, guys, so
We are from Vocational High School 1 Slawi.
here we want to talk about Tegal culture. What are the things there are in Tegal? What's so interesting about the city of Tegal? I'm sure you all can wait, right? Before that, don't forget to support us in the KKSI 2021 Storytelling Local Culture. How? You can click the link in the description and give your support. And we say thank you very much for the support you've provided. Look carefully, guys. We will have a long chat with our two friends, Intan and Fanny, about the culture of our city that you might never know. I am very excited. So, let's get started. First of all, let's get to know our sources closer. I want to know what are your hobbies, Intan and Fanny?
I love everything about art.
Art? Fantastic. It is different with me. My hobby is traveling.
Wow, that is interesting. I want to ask you guys, Intan and Fanny, as a native of Tegal, what do you think about your city, such a stereotype or whatever?
Of course, Tegal is famous for its styles which people usually call warteg.
But you only said Tegal is also often called the maritime city.
Yeah, that's true. But did you know, guys, that Tegal is the 10th smallest city in Indonesia?
Oh really? That's a new fact I just found out.
Me too.
What do you think about the attraction of Tegal, like the tourism maybe or the culture?
If it's a chore, it is culture tourist resort of course, because this place is the most popular tourism in Tegal.
Oh, there is another.
Oh yeah? What's that, Tan?
There are a lot of tourism in Tegal, starting from education, natural tourism, and others. For examples, such as waterfalls, tea plantations, agrotourism, beautiful natural beaches, school museums, and not only that, friends, we as citizens of Tegal also have special foods.
Oh, I know that the typical food in Tegal is kupat gelabet, kupat Bangkok, tahu aci, and kacang bukares. There are so many characteristics of Tegal.
Well, we've already discussed about the characteristic that exist in Tegal, but I want to return the previous topic regarding Intan's hobby, namely art, because I'm very interested and curious. I want to ask, what do you like about art?
I love all sorts of arts, like traditional culture. Traditional culture is usually has a high art value, such as Wayang, I have loved watching it since I was a child.
Wow, there are rarely young people who like Wayang.
And nowadays, it is uncommon. Many young people regard that wayang is not entertaining at all, and it is too old to enjoy wayang performance. Even that they ignore their own local culture.
That's right, fun. So that's why I want to inspire a sense of love for the local culture that exists in young people.
What do you like about Wayang?
For me, Wayang is our very precious art. Wayang stories are said to be literature or traditional stories because they have always belonged to the nation and have been passed down from generation to generation, especially in Javanese society. Wayang has become a legacy that has grown and developed since prehistoric times in Javanese society.
Wow, I agree with you, Tan. Apart from the fact the wayang is part of our local culture. In wayang performance, we can be entertained by the stories that are shown. Sometimes we can laugh because of funny stories, funny dialogues. I think wayang is unique. Sometimes there is a philosophy of each character.
When it comes to culture, do you know the definition? What is the wayang?
Wayang is a traditional art object from Java that its shape is adjusted to the character of the wayang, which is usually shown as public entertainment, also usually contains life values.
Okay, good. If you are fun,
Wayang is a form of traditional performance presented by the storyteller, using puppets and the legs as a staging medium.
do you know, guys, that in Tegal there is a really good place for lovers of local culture, especially Java. There is a museum about wayang.
Oh, I know Puppet House, right?
Yes, exactly. Looks like you really are puppet lover.
Yeah, I know that. Not far from where I live, which is located at the residence of Ki Entusus Monarch, I mean in Banglai Village, Talang District.
Oh yeah, I see, I also know. But there are still many legal residents who don't know about this cultural tourism.
That's right, Tan Fan. Please mention interesting things in the puppet house in your opinion.
As I recall, there were various puppets, such as wayang kulit, wayang golek, wayang pring bambu, Javanese gamelan, and some relics of goods with Islamic nuances and Javanese culture. I think it's a very interesting culture and we should preserve it.
If you are fan, what interesting things did you find there?
Bring bamboo puppets. I am so interested in the wayang because the first time it was made by Ki Susmono, it used suket media or grass, which people know as wayang sakut.
Hey guys, have you ever seen Kentu's puppet show yourself?
Of course, as a resident of Tegal, I have.
I have to. His wayang show are indeed very interesting to watch. He likes to add humor there, so that the audience sometimes laugh out loud because of his jokes.
Unfortunately, I have never watched it live, even though I would be very interested and happy.
Yes, I even really enjoyed it while watching. The moral message conveyed is very easy to understand and not complicated.
That's right. I don't feel protected at all. I even feel like my mom is writing fairy tales to me.
I feel motivated and more excited to live life. From wayang performance, we come to know about the description of human nature with its behavior. Wayang is a good means of moral education regarding to relationship between humans and God, the creator of the universe, regarding the relationship between the people and the rulers, regarding the relationship between children and their parents. In the Wayang story, there are things that are conveyed by each character as a reflection or representation of attitudes, character, and human character in general.
Yes, that is true. At the puppet house there are also traditional Javanese musical instruments that are played at the time of puppetry. It is really comedy there, There's all kinds of stuff there about wayang.
What I'm very interested in about Japanese gamelan is that the instrument is relaxing. The proof is that in England, gamelan is used as a musical performance for the therapy of prisoners. This has been done for the last 10 years.
Wow, that is amazing. What kind of musical instrument is there in the gamelan if I know it?
Like gendang, kenong, gong, bonang, and there are various other gamelan.
Wow, it's really Japanese culture too.
Kento Susmono is also a scholar, as evidenced by the exercise of wayang as a medium of dakwah, and this puppet house is also a very learned Quran.
Wow, so incredible. Other than that, what else is there?
Oh, there is also a wayang wali songo.
And there are also traditional masks.
And don't forget there are traditional weapons too.
And there is something interesting, guys. There is a typical puppet of Tegal culture.
Wow, what is that tan?
Wayang udut dulu.
Ah, very funny name. What is wayang udu dulu?
The wayang ududulu in Indonesian is the smoking puppet.
Yes, so this wayang has a message of implicit meaning in the character of the wayang udut dulu. The puppet has a character who is addicted to smoke.
Wow, this is interesting for a story.
And the puppet has a strange body shape in my opinion.
Yes, that's why wayang udut used to like smoking, so it's like having a disease, guys.
So a message for all of us, especially smokers, don't smoke because cigarettes are harmful.
But guys, this wayang, apart from its unique appearance, is also unique and makes it funny.
This puppet is also often brought by him Kentus when he was a puppeteer.
Wow, how cool is the culture in our city? As a resident of Tegal, you certainly know Kianto Susmono, right? Friends who are listening must be curious about who Kianto Susmono is. Can you tell who I Kianto Susmono?
Ki Susmono is a famous puppeteer in Tegal and has served as regent in Tegal Regency. And did you know that Ki Wayang has once shown at the Jakarta Smart Park?
Oh, it is really? I just knew. It was really amazing.
Really awesome. I think it's really cool with this puppet house. In your opinion, does this Wayang house have a positive impact on the people of Tegal?
I think it will have a big impact on society because the current generation has begun to forget their own local culture.
I agree with the existence of this wayang house. People will get to know more about the wayang itself. It will be very educational, especially since the place is located in a resident area, so that it can be visited by the local community.
Yup, as far as I know, there is still a successor to Ki Susmono, namely his own son.
Wow, he is cool. I'm really interested in this puppet house. What's going on in the puppet house left by the late Kianto Susmono?
There are various kinds of puppets. Besides that, there are also some relics of his late Kiantus, like the Quran, which has a length of more than 1 meter. And that's what's interesting to me.
Yes, because as far as I know, he is also a scholar who spreads his dakwah through wayang media.
What do you think Kianto Susmono spread his message through wire media?
I think Kiantu Susmono spreads dakwah through Wayang media so that it is easier to understand and the message can be delivered well.
I agree with Anton's opinion because the culture of Tegal people prefers to listen and read.
Oh, I see. Now I want to ask you again, in your opinion, what should we do as the younger generation so that the relics of Kianto Susmono are preserved and can be enjoyed by you in the future?
I think it should be a legacy of Kintus, which can inspire young people to continue to work and stand alone by creating and managing crops by maintaining the shape of a dream.
In my opinion, we as the next generation must have traces of cantus so that wayang works are and not lost so that they can be enjoyed after us.
I think so, because if there is no one who can accompany the wayang, it will be lost in time. So, among us, the millennial generation must continue to preserve and protect the wayang culture. Don't let the puppets disappear because no one wants to be lost. We have already discussed about the existing culture in Tegal. Now, regarding the tour, what do you want to know? It's an interesting tour, but not many people know about it.
What's that, Rivka?
Guess what? The location is in one of the village in Pangkah, and it's a new tour of Tegal.
Oh, as a person who loves to travel, I know that Raja Theater is not.
Yes, that's right.
I also know that, which is located in the village of Bogares, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a tour that has just opened 2018, right?
Yes, that's right then.
Now, explain what a Rojo Theater is.
Raja Theater is one of the multi-tourist destinations located in Tegal Regency. Here we can enjoy zoo, swimming pool, fish therapy, farms, and plantation.
Royal Theater tours are highly recommended for parents who want child-friendly tourist attractions.
Yes, because in terms of facilities and rides, this will educate children about the environment.
Wow, very good. And there is also fish therapy.
Yes, there is.
What are the benefits of fish therapy?
Of course, it is very influential on health, especially for the elderly.
When you try it, it tickles like something tickles because fish bite our body.
Does it hurt when bitten by a fish?
It feels really good.
And it feels so ticklish.
Are there any side effects?
No, because it happens without any chemicals.
It's true what Intan said.
Even I feel healthier and fresh.
Wow, I'm so excited. That what about the scenery at Roger Theater?
There are many trees there. When the sun is hot, their head is not so felt because it is blocked by trees.
There is also a hot available for shelter, especially now it is the rainy season, so we can take shelter.
That sounds fun. And what other sights are there?
When we are enjoying a drink or food, we can relax with a backdrop of natural nuances, so the atmosphere is really beautiful. The location is also not far from the city and strategic, so when we are tired from work or need a new atmosphere to relax, we don't have to travel far to get it.
I agree. The location is close to the city, But we can still see the beautiful and shady scenery. It's very brilliant.
Yes, that's right. And of course, also the place is comfortable and perfect for taking pictures because it is Instagrammable.
That's great. It just so happens that many are looking for a place to relax but don't have much time to travel far to the top.
Yes, so we don't need to take much time to get to Roger Theater.
The location is easy to reach because it is not remote, so even though it is close to urban areas, we can still enjoy the beautiful and cool natural atmosphere. We also don't need to bring food from home because it is also available. There are low prices.
Yes, basically, we just need to come and everything is already there.
And what about the small zoo in Roger Theater?
Royal Theatre Zoo is very complete. There are a variety of animals such as livestock, reptiles, and poultry.
There are monkeys, various kinds of birds, rabbits, various kinds of snakes, and other animals. And I really like rabbits because her eyes and fur are so beautiful.
And each animal cake is equipped with a complete description of the type of animal, origin, and habitat.
Wow, it's amazing. But are those animals tame?
Not all. We also have to be careful.
Don't worry, because there is a locket cake and there is halter for the animal.
What about the swimming pool?
Roger Theatre has a water game raid consisting of three swimming pools, namely for toddlers, children, and adults.
Here we can swim and visit mini water park facilities such as splashing water from giant pochi and slides.
By the way, is it safe to swim in Roger Theater during a pandemic?
Of course, it's safe because it's equipped with strict health protocols.
And of course, there are guards guarding there if something happens.
Wow, it's guaranteed safe. But is there a guard in all places?
In every game, there will be a guard there.
In every area, there is also a hand washing area.
Oh really? It's guaranteed safe. By the way, I like to take photos. Is there a place to take pictures?
Of course, there are Instagrammable places there.
We can even take photos with animals if we are lucky.
How is the atmosphere at Roger Theater?
Of course, happy and also fun, accompanied by beautiful music.
Wow, music is very influential to bring the atmosphere.
And we can sing the song we want or if we want to sing on stick.
There is a plane station there too, right?
Yes, there are dragon fruit plantations that are deliberately planted for agrotourism rides.
Visitors can also pick dragon fruit and can learn to garden there. And visitors can also bring home fruit picking by paying some money.
Then, what's about the farm on Roger Theater?
Oh yeah, I just remembered there is a corn farm, very cute and adorable.
We can also feed directly to the cows.
Wow, that's really multi-tourism, isn't it?
Of course, besides that, the entrance ticket is so affordable.
If I'm not mistaken, about 15,000 rupiah.
That's right then, 15,000 per person for weekdays and 20,000 rupiahs for Saturday and Sunday.
Really that cheap? To enjoy a variety of tours?
Yes, it's really affordable, right?
Wow, what do you think Fanny are comfortable with there?
Many facilities and rides make you feel at home to linger, and you are lucky you can touch the animal while it's being bathed.
And there are also many people who sell various kinds of delicious food.
Wow, it's turned out that package is really complete there.
Not only that, guys, at Rojo Theater there are also free wagons.
Yeah, that's right. To get to various rides provided, a horse train that routinely travels around at any given time and is free.
What else does Roger Theater have, guys? Let's mention it so they know.
There is a playground whose facilities and rides are completely complete.
Wow, what are some facilities?
There are racing rides, scooter arenas, painting and coloring venues, equestrian and archery arenas, rabbit and train rides, remote control car playgrounds, magic sand, wooden boats, balloon places, and children games.
Wow, I think Roger Theater is really a very educational tour.
Yes, that's right, Rivko. That's why Rojo Theater is called a child-friendly tour. At the Rojo Theater, the health protocol is also strictly maintained. It is mandatory to keep your distance and wear a mask too.
The ticket price is also cheap in the bucket, but facilities are guaranteed and complete.
So guys, aren't the places in Tegal very interesting? If you visit Tegal, there are many places that you can visit which of course is not only for refreshing but also educating. And if you like culture, you can visit the Puppet House which is located in the Bangladesh. Or if you like taking photos or traveling, you can go to Rojo Theater which is located in the village of Bogarispangka. We have discussed about the culture of Tegal tourism. Now we will discuss the unique facts that exist in Tegal.
First fact, Tegal is commonly known as the Japanese of Indonesia.
And what the who never forgets all the time. In big cities in Indonesia, and even abroad, Warteg is very famous. Tegal is also famous for its Ngapak language.
Tegal is also famous for its maritime city because it is close to the North Java Sea.
Okay, there are so many unique facts about Tegal. Don't forget guys, if you go to Central Java, stop by at Tegal first.
Tegal City Square will also make a Malioboro in Tegal.
Here, so you don't have to go all the way to Yogyakarta because there is already a in Tegal.
Okay guys, that was our conversation about culture and tourism in Tegal today. For those of you who want to visit Tegal, don't hesitate guys, because here there are many educational tours and are comfortable to visit. Thank you to Fanny and Intan who have accompanied me to talk about Tegal, and thank you to everyone who has listened to our podcast. And again, I remind you to support us in the 2021 Local Culture KKSI by clicking the link in the description and giving your support. Okay, before I close, I want to ask you first about the impression of the tours that you have visited in Tegal.
Okay, first of all, I really like the various kinds of tours in Tegal, especially those that can provide education and explore nature, such as puppet houses and theater tours.
I agree with Intan's opinion because we can invite family or relatives because the tour is open to all people, some even free, like the puppet house where we can learn and get to know our culture.
Okay, for the message, please pass it on to our listeners.
For all my friends, let's preserve our local culture. Let's support all the tourist attractions that are around where we live so that we know about how beautiful our tourism and culture is that is not inferior to tourism and culture outside.
For my message is the same as Intan. Don't hesitate to visit and get to know all the culture that exists in your area because maybe there is something we don't know and have never visited.
So we are contestant.
KKSI Local Culture Site.
Thank you and see you!